I grew up in Issaquah, Washington. I was a pastor's daughter for a while.
I grew up in Cle Elum, Washington mainly. We moved there when I was about 8 years old. I was born in Eureka, California, and after that we moved all around the world, it seemed like, when I was younger.
So we grew up homeschooled, which is really cool because we were able to travel. Moved up to an amazing lake where I spent about 7 years with me and my little brothers, getting in mud fights and making mud pies and climbing trees, and it was really fun.
So we did everything together. We would play games together, we would build forts together, we would build dams. We were just a crazy fun little family.
My family's awesome. Strong and focused, and yet very just fun and crazy and kind of random.
When you're moving around a lot and you're homeschooled, you become very close with your brothers and sisters.
Every morning we would have worship as a family. We'd have little banners and streamers, and we'd dance around our house singing worship songs. And
God has blessed me with so many people that have been examples. I remember when I was about 4 or 5 years old, going to a vacation Bible school and then coming back, and Adam actually shared the gospel with me and led me to the Lord. Something I'm very thankful for my parents was their commitment to the local body of Christ.
I always grew up in a Christian home, that's all I knew. It really became my own, I think, when I graduated high school and moved away to Bible college. My family wasn't there anymore. It was me and God. He turned me inside out, upside down. I had to cling to God with almost everything. I came to WSCU 1 year after Bible college and got involved here at church at LFF and CCF and just learned so much.
About high school, I kind of went through a rocky time in my life where things were tough. Most of my friends were not Christians, and so that was a tough thing. I'd gone to college at a community college on the west side. I wanted to play baseball, and I had all these dreams of what I wanted to do with my life. I had had an ankle injury that had sidelined me for quite some time. We kept seeing all these doctors, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I came to a place where I really had to face myself and where I was at. I had to look at myself in the mirror and say, David, who are you? What are you doing with your life? Who are you living for? It wasn't more than a month or two later that I was at a service and the pastor called for an altar call. And I remember going up front and just starting to cry. The Lord met me in the most amazing way, and I've never been the same since that. I think I've known my whole life I wanted to get married.
I would add a list. Asked him for a guy that was sold out after him.
My mom talked about it when I was younger, she's praying for my wife.
I trusted God enough, and I had a promise from him that he was there and that he was coming, and he was going to come when God wanted him to come.
I first met Anna at a Carpenter Series class at the Aikens house. And she's very young looking, and so I thought she was this 17-year-old freshman, fresh out of high school.
He just wasn't that serious.
Kind of bubbly and fun, and that started to change, so just being around her in church and stuff.
I started going to Monday morning prayer, and he walks in the door, and I'm like...
She was just really fun, but she was very passionate about God.
And I was like, all right, any guy who will get up on a Monday morning at 6 a.m. and go to prayer, when did he become this really cool guy that I could be really attracted to?
That summer, I had an internship near her hometown.
We rode in the car together for reunion weekend.
Only me and her drove from my hometown in Cle Elum to Issaquah.
I'll admit, I really liked it.
I dropped her off at her house, and her dad came out.
This is kind of weird.
A little intimidating, for sure.
And I go inside, and my dad's like, Anna, he's a good-looking guy, he's very nice young man.
I began to pray a lot after that summer.
Can't really ignore, the tall, dark, handsome guy who's around all the time.
Then all of a sudden I hear this news about a missions trip.
I had decided to go.
We decided to do a skit.
It's about a girl, and she gets kind of caught up in the things of the world. Jesus is there, and he ultimately rescues her.
I was scared to play that part. We definitely did well together, I guess you could say.
I had to dance with him, and that was so rough.
On the flight there and the flight back.
We were in alphabetical order.
Every single flight. We sat next to each other.
I wonder what he's thinking.
I loved it. Oh my gosh, it was awesome. April 17th, 2008. I had this amazing romantic plan.
We were part of a fundraiser at CCF of going to pick up golf balls in the morning.
I'm gonna ask her out there while we're serving. I'll wait till there's no one around. And that's such a great idea.
It was like a cold morning. We're out there picking up golf balls.
I walk out and I kind of start making my way towards Anna. Pick up 1 ball, 2 balls, 3 balls. 4th ball I pick up, they all fall out. My picker was broken. And so I spent the next 2 hours washing these golf balls, staring at Anna, just asking God, why? Why?
Little did I know, about 2 hours later, I would get a knock on my door.
I walked to her apartment, and her apartment is on the downstairs level. It feels like you're walking into a cave.
So I get this knock on the door.
My heart's beating, the butterflies are turning, I'm just so nervous.
Is he nervous? I'm like, I've never seen him like this.
I have no idea what I said.
Is he asking me out?
Would you like to grab coffee with me later today?
Is he standing here, really asking me out? Ah!
Picked her up and went to a coffee shop.
He starts asking me questions, and he's like wanting to know about me.
Talked about everything.
I was blown away.
Commit your ways to the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart.
In every way, God has met the desires of my heart with David.
Anna's everything and more. So much more than I could ever want. The more I get to know her, I just realize so many things that she has that I didn't even know that I needed, or that I liked, or that I wanted. And God took all those things and gave me Anna. She's my best friend, and that's the coolest thing.
Ministry will always be something that we do.
The Lord has set us up to just continue to pass along that legacy of building His church.
He's just perfect for me, like in every way possible. He meets everything on the list.